Good morning, dear viewers, and welcome to Lumen this day. My name is Sydney Mwama, and we come again with some interesting stories to look at, to review, and see what is it that the story is indeed all about. I am joined by Vincent Piri. Vincent, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Sydney, and welcome, viewers. Of course, we would love you to engage with us. Also, you can call us and talk to us on the topics that we'll be discussing today.
Yes, so some of the topics that we'll be discussing today is Ibenga Hospital receives an ambulance after many years of only having one. We also have a story that keeps on going. It is a running story now for not only for Zambia, but even for the region and the entire world. The issue of the burial of late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and there's something that the South African government has said to that effect, but also more on the local. We have a story. Zambia eyes 1 million ton copper milestone in 2025, but also some drama in the political arena, Vincent, where a member of parliament was jeered at on the copper belt in Kitwe. But in sports, what did we used to call him? Tauzum Sonda. Chaliku comes back to, we can say, football house, and one of the members of staff there, but attached to under 17. So, dear viewers, these are the stories that we have, and you can engage us, you can call us, you can make your comment known. Vincent, the Archdiocese of Ndola's St. Teresa Mission Hospital, located in Benga, Mpongwe, has received a new state-of-the-art ambulance funded by the Diocese of Munster and Bigeka Consulting from Germany. The hospital lobbied for the ambulance from the two German benefactors with support from the Archdiocese of Ndola.
Representing the Archdiocese, Dr. Benjamin Piri, Archdiocese of Ndola, Vicar General, Very Reverend Father Lewis Mutashila, blessed and officially handed over the ambulance to St. Teresa Mission Hospital Administrator Sister Anne Chiluba in Ndola recently.
Yes, so we hope as we talk about this story, that director there will be showing you pictures of this same ambulance. But Sister Chiluba said the hospital expresses deep gratitude to the Diocese of Munster, Bigeka, and the Archdiocese of Ndola for their invariable support. For many years, the hospital operated with only one ambulance, which posed a great challenge during breakdowns or routine servicing, as the ordinary Land Cruiser vehicles had to be used for emergencies. Vincent, this story, you know, the church's main role is evangelization.
Yeah. And
when it ventures into these social sectors like education and health, is just a matter of complementing government efforts, because this is the mission that is proper to the government, and the church comes in to help. So one would expect that government helps the church to provide these services without a lot of headaches or hurdles, like where we read the hospital had to struggle, face a lot of challenges with emergencies because of only having one ambulance. I think it is unfortunate, and we had to look outside the country in order to get this new ambulance.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, Sydney, because I think even when the church is deciding to build a health facility, government should quickly come in and provide the facilities that are supposed to be used in that clinic, in that hospital, or whatever health facility that is in question. And yeah, it shouldn't be the church now to be buying even the equipment and so on. But I think government should come in, because this is their main role of the government, to see to it that the Zambians, the citizens, are provided with the healthy facilities that they need. I think their motto is bringing health services as close to the people as possible. And if we can only bring as close, but without the facilities that are needed, then there's nothing that we are doing. Because we should bring the facilities closer, and all the machineries that are needed are there, the medicine and so on. In many cases, we've seen a situation where people go to a clinic, to a hospital and so on, and they are told, we don't have medicine, we don't have simple medicine like Panadol, and they are referred to a pharmacy somewhere near the clinic where they are supposed to buy all this medicine. And I think these are the things that the government should really look at. We are talking about an ambulance here, and an ambulance maybe can even be something that is a bit more expensive, but the simple medicine, just like like Panadol, like I said, these are things that should always be there, because wherever people are, they will always have the headaches, the pains and so on, and they need the facility, the simple things like the Panadols, which are can help them to relieve the pain that they are having. So for me, I think government should really be serious with what they are doing.
Yes. Vincent, in this country of late, we've been hearing of CDF being a game changer, and some of the health needs have been also attached to CDF, and you only wonder why CDF was not being used in this matter. When indeed there was a great need, and then we are told the CDF, there is money and it is a game changer. And in this matter, I cannot doubt that the sisters who manage the hospital did not reach out to government departments to say we have this challenge before they to think of our the benefit factors outside the country. And maybe it is just a call to the people in the line ministry or departments of government to try to see where indeed there is need, and make available these resources and the ambulances. Of late there was that story of many ambulances that were supposed to be bought, and someone should maybe follow up and see what is it that is happening or came out of this, because an ambulance is one of the agents of bringing this health that is needed by the people. And so all the same, we are grateful to, as Sister said, to the people, the benefactors that gave this ambulance, and Sister continued to say this development is expected to significantly improve emergency healthcare services, and we sincerely thank our partners for their generous support and commitment to strengthening healthcare in our community. There we are. Vincent, we move to the other story. I'm sure many people know what came out of the Concord in South Africa that rejected the Rungu family's appeal, and one hopes that maybe this is now bringing to a close the matter that has been rambling on in terms of burying the late president. However, doubts still linger whether this really will be final solution. But because when you listen to the two parties, government and the family, the secretary to cabinet has been officially appointed the government liaison officer in this matter. And when he spoke, he said, we'll approach the family and talk to them, and we hope that the negotiations will be amicable, and that government will be given its rightful role to play. And for me, that is where
the problem is.
Because again, when you listen to the family spokesperson, Mr. Makebi, he also says they're still holding on to their own, where they're saying government of the family should also be given its rightful role. So I don't know where we are going. But the interesting thing for me is that, ever since this impasse came about, the South African government hasn't spoken so much. But after the rejection by the Concord, the Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Ronald Romora, has said that their government is hopeful that the recent Concord court ruling on the Barrio impasse will bring finality to the matter and allow former President Edgar Lungu to be buried in Zambia.
Okay, so he also says Mr. Lamola, who was reacting to the recent ruling which dismissed the Lungu family's application for direct appeal to the Constitutional Court, said the South African government will not tire to impress on the Zambian government and the Lungu family to dialogue. Yeah, so quoting him, we obviously respect the court process as the South African government, and we usually allow it to take the life of its own, but we have impressed on this.
So the South African government is now speaking, and of course the minister here has mentioned that from the onset, this desire that the family and the government can dialogue and bring this matter to a close. Now, the rejection by the Concord in South Africa legally implies that the matter should go back to the court where the matter was, that is the High Court. And this is the High Court that has already judged, but then it is now to hear the appeal. So
is it a signed die?
It entered the same die, like we said, because I'm sure because the matter had gone to the Concord. So now it is again the honors of the High Court to say, okay, the matter has come back to us, so now we hear the appeal.
Sydney, there's also some concern from the institution, the company that is taking care of the remains. I think they were also talking about how long it has taken, and with time the body started deteriorating. And I think those are some of the concerns that came from the other side. And if we continue with these court issues and time continue going, we may have a situation where the body completely, So I think
so I think that is another thing that yes, we could have already expected, anticipated that with the delay that would come in, and it should be one of the issues now that should press upon the two parties to say, look, our delay, this is what is causing to the remains of our beloved former president, and so help them make decision easily. But then again, for me, between the two parties, there is no this aspect of give and take. You know, everyone wants to press on the, no, my point is this, what I want is this, and only this and not anything else. And so that is why actually we are talking about the impasse. So there should be one party that may say, okay, let us just forget about this, let us go on and bury, you see. And then that's why, I don't know, Vincent, can you, for example, a spokesperson of a person is just telling you, no, go out, speak about this and this without advising?
No.
This is what is now coming out of Mr. Makebi Zulu. Because some people, you know, being lawyers, some people are thinking, no, now maybe he's just enjoying
the money is that
being paid and the like. But anyway, he's come out to say, no, I'm not getting anything. Me, I'm just saying what they are telling me. And from that statement, me now what I'm questioning is, surely, can you be just saying what they are telling you? You can't advise. He says, I'm not the advisor of the family. But you are the person who is going in front, and people are looking at you. And therefore, you should sit, and you are a lawyer. So most of these things, you're actually informed. So you can actually sit down, because being a liaison person, it means they have trust in you. That's why they've given you this. So you tell them, people, you've trust in me, and so you've given me this role of being the spokesperson. But however, I'm asking that maybe I can advise on this and this and this. Rather than just be there as a container.
At the end of the day,
they put water in you, you go there, you pour it, just like that.
At the end of the day, if you only speak their voice, then it means why are you employed then? Because
he's not employed, Vincent.
Okay, why not employed? Why
are you volunteering your services?
Yes.
In order just to dentain your image?
Yes.
Because people have now a different view of Mr. Makebi.
Because one of the family members can go and speak then, because it's actually coming from them. You don't have any input in this situation. So for me, I think like we are saying, Sid, I think those are some of the things that they should look at also.
Yes. So Vincent, maybe we move away, and we only hope that finality can be reached, close to this matter, and we come to bury the president here. I've always said that that is my desire. I don't want, I will not be happy to see President Edgar Chagwarungu being buried in South Africa. My wish is that he comes here and be buried here. We will, and that will cool my heart. But however, from the issue of the ambulance and now to an economic sector, which is the big sector in Zambia, and the headline says Zambia eyes 1 million ton copper milestone in 2025. The United Mine Workers Union of Zambia, UMUZ, says the country is on track to achieve the 1 million metric tons milestone in copper production this year. UMUZ General Secretary Yosam Nyorongo expressed optimism about recent developments in the mining sector, citing the newly commissioned S3 expansion project at Kansanshi Mine in Solwezi, Northwestern Province.
He added that the revival of Mopani and Konkola Copper Mine KCM is a positive step that could help Zambia reach its long-term goal of producing 3 million metric tons of copper within the next decade.
So
there is a video.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, maybe we can have the video and see what what we're talking about is all about.
The sector is thriving, promising great economic gains for Zambia, and the commissioning of the S3 Kansanshi mining project in Solwezi is just one of the many accomplishments in this key economic sector. President Hakainde Hichilema and his government are targeting 1 million metric tons of copper production this year and another 3 million in the next 10 years. Stakeholders here on the copper belt remain optimistic.
S3 expansion project is a game changer, not only for Kansanshi but for the entire mining sector, in the sense that Just the commission of S3 project. That project is able to create more than 5,000 indirect jobs and 800 direct jobs. What does that mean? It means more revenue for the country and also more production for consumption. So the project itself speaks to the UPND's vision of producing 3 million metric tons of copper in the next 10 years.
The United Mine Workers Union of Zambia is happy with the current developments at both Mopani and Konkola copper mines on the copper belt.
The mining sector was locked. That's why the president was speaking about unlocking the mining sector. When he was in the opposition, how was the mining sector locked? KCM, there was no production at KCM, no activities because KCM was in court against the government. 28 Shaft was also closed for many years. Kasenseri Gold was also on shutdown. But as we are speaking now, Kasenseri Gold Mine is in operation. So when you look at what the UPND has done in the last 3 years plus, I think in the mining sector they have done a lot. Yes, we've seen mines that were closed, they have been opened. People are getting back to work. More employment is being created.
Tamara Mswala, ZNBC News in Mufulira.
So it's a good thing, dear viewers, that the mining sector is seemingly booming, and that means more money to Zambia. But there are issues, of course, always. Like we were in Solwezi last time, Vincent, when we heard from the Bishop of Solwezi, is saying yes, it's good that mines are opening and that they are doing well. However, the concern always is social responsibility. People in Solwezi are complaining of dust from these open pit mines, and also roads that are not being done, even support to sectors like education, health, as we already saw, where there is a need of an ambulance, but then the mines can't come on the fore and just provide this support from the many millions that are being made from the sector. So the aspect of social responsibility is one that the communities are crying about, because if roads are done, for example in Solwezi, then they will lessen the dust that is being inhaled by the people in that region.
Yeah, I think Sydney, yes, social responsibility is one thing that I think the mines in recent times haven't really done. I think those days of ZCCM, I think social responsibility was, I think, at its best. I mean, the mining companies would do quite a lot for the communities where they are located. But I don't know, maybe because largely it is not in the hands of the Zambians, the Zambian government. Largely it is the mines are owned by investors that have come in from far and wide, and perhaps their interest is not more on the local community. Their interest is the profit that they are getting, and I think this is where now government should come in with the policies that should center on social responsibility, so that these companies they don't just come here and
get the money,
leave their holes and
even pollute the people.
Yes, leave the people sick. They get their monies and then they give you a little change that you get from the profits that they have amassed. So I think government should come in with policies that are going to help the Zambian, those that around the areas that the mining is taking place. So we seem to have
little time.
A caller here. Okay. Sorry, a message. Someone, John Hara, says, watching from Holy Family Parish, Mandevu. Nice program. So,
man, John, you can as well just make your your comment on the stories. We are grateful that you are enjoying the program and following. But have your say on the stories that we have. Yes, so Vincent, maybe in the interest of time, we witnessed some drama, at UCZ, the Kwacha East members, is it denying to know their MP before President Hakainde Hichilema. We have a video to this effect, and the president was seated there, and the MP, Charles Abel Mulenga standing, and the people saying, we don't know him. There is a video, dear viewers, and let's see.
It's important for the MP. Aba MP benu bamulenga. Abali abo. Tamwa beshiba. Okay, now umfwa. Ebali aloleshe dibambi mone bwini. Okay, Honorable Mulenga. Aba ba MP bakunchanga bachirundika. Kwali bapo MP.
So 2 MPs there being introduced, and one to what a jeer. The other one received an applause. And Vincent, next year we are going to the polls, and 4 years being an MP, and people are saying they don't know you. And in the comments on social media, like someone wrote that, how can a church know him when he's not their member? They like that. That was just on the lighter moment. However, there's so much need and desire by the people that these people that we elect, Vincent, should do. I can tell you, I also come from a constituency here in Lusaka, and telling you the truth, if I was to meet my member of parliament, I will simply bypass. I don't really know him. I also saw him on one of the interviews. I was like, this is the man. But anyway, I'm not surprised because I voted otherwise.
Sydney, it is interesting. It is also sad because these are people that are supposed to be the electorate, the ones that are jeering. They don't know him. And I think I'm also looking at sometimes when people are voting for change, they just decide to change and not really look at who they are voting for. Because here you are, they ended up voting for someone they don't even know, just because they wanted change. And so these are the situations that we are finding ourselves in. Probably this man stays in Lusaka, he lives in Lusaka, and only when there are elections, that's when he appears and try to reorganize himself with the campaigns and so on. This time around, because the president is there and he has to accompany the president, he is there also, and the people don't know him.
And that's why I wanted to come in to say it is good that it happened in the eyes of the president.
Yes.
And I hope and wish that after that maybe the president said something to him and took advantage of that situation to speak to the other MPs and to actually caution them that they need to be with their people and they need to deliver, because it tells you if he's not there, how much does he do for that constituency of his that took him to Manda Hill, and even in Parliament you wonder whether he says anything to represent the same people. But however, he responded. He said that that was just a makeup of his enemies, so to say, brackets. He said both in the opposition and in the UPND that they had set that up I know when this one comes here, you come with the president, and then they will introduce, and then more people should jeer him. But it's sad that such can be made up in church and being a Christian
Sydney,
myself.
there was a similar situation that happened. I'm not going to mention where, but I think you and I were there, where there was a minister and I think a PS, and a PS was introduced to speak. Everyone was happy and enjoying whatever she was saying. But when the minister came in, and people were jeering, and when he said, "No, I'm going to bring what, no, come here if you what, no." Yes, yeah. So these are situations, the real situations that are happening. And for me, if the minister is trying to defend him like that, he has to rethink, because he is going into an election in 2026. The 2026 just a few months from now. And if he doesn't organize, these are things that he's going to face.
And that's why we need a strong opposition, Vincent, because with the ground being like that, it's already fertile ground for the opposition to take advantage and to maximize on the numbers. Vincent, quickly, let's close with FAS making changes at under 17 men's national team, with the legendary Charles Chaliku Musonda coming in as technical advisor, while Ian Bakara retains his role as head coach. Charles, Vincent, is this something good, just in few words?
In few words, this is good. I think it's something that is long overdue. This is one a person that has been in the football circles for a very long time.
Did we need him at under 17 or national team?
Well, I think we needed him at a more advanced level, like the national team. But I'm not really happy with the changes that has happened. I expected Bakala to be removed, because Ian Bakala is fully in charge with the team in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
And they have maintained him as the coach for the under 17.
Maybe he will resign?
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I mean, yes, the tournament will be held in Zimbabwe. But what if the team says we're not going to release him? Then we're going to have problems. So for me, I think just when Ian Bakala found a job in Zimbabwe, they were supposed to relieve him from his duties and then bring in a coach that is going to take over as the under 17 national team coach.
Vincent, you and I and the entire sports crew have free permit to Football House. I think we need to go there so that we hear exactly what is it that have made them to make this decision with someone who is already attached in South Africa. Dear viewers, this is where we come to the end of today's episode. You'll join us again next Tuesday when we come with more stories, and we continue to ask you, our dear viewers, to be part and parcel of this program, to call in. And thank you to all of you who've been following, but indeed participate, make your views known on these stories, because some of them affect you and me, and so we have to chart the way forward together. Listen, thank you very much, and bye-bye, dear viewers.